Good morning, private practice success community, and welcome to the PPS morning run. Today I'm talking to you about more versus method. Hello, me here, Gerda, clinical psychologist and your private practice success business coach and mentor, just coming to you with a very short message today. Hey Salema, how are you this morning? So the topic for today is more versus method. And I think linguistically, method versus more would have been better. But the fact is this, people normally do more instead of focusing on method. Now this topic is of particular relevance to my level 4 and my level 5 private practice owners. Now, if you don't know whether you are level 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, it just means that you need a copy of my book, The 7-Figure Practice, which is available on my website, because it gives you a whole table to help you identify at what level you are at. So today I'm talking to my level 4 and level 5 private practice owners. So that's like the top levels, right? Now, generally, if you have achieved level 4 and 5 status, you've either done so through trial and error and making lots and lots of mistakes, just like I did, or potentially you got there with the help of a business coach and mentor, and I would hope that the amount of mistakes you've made would have been much less. It would have been a much smoother ride and you would have gotten there faster. However, I know there's a lot of you that don't take the slow approach, because that's not who we are. And what sometimes tend to happen is your practice literally grows like a wild horse ripping loose from the stables, right? And you're just hanging on for dear life, hoping you don't fall off. And that's how quick and how fast your practice grows. And that happens to a lot of practice owners because of the huge demand there is in our communities for mental health services, right? And very often what happens, if that's you, that you do not get to focus on method. And that's one of the biggest mistakes I see practice owners make. And it normally reveals itself when you get to level 4 and level 5 status, right? Because it's like that growth happens and then all of a sudden things start to go to shit, right? So my message to my level 4 and 5 practice owners today is, I want you to just take a moment of self-reflection and self-awareness and just ask yourself, are you currently chasing the next shiny object? Are you currently, chasing the next project idea? Now, I will say this, there's nothing wrong with having new project ideas. I have them like every day on my morning run, okay? But I put them somewhere and I ask myself, is this project aligned to helping me get to my current 12-month goals? If not, it has to wait, right? It has to wait. And very often why people chase new strategies, new tactics. Oh, maybe I need to market in this different way. Or maybe I need to change my model from employee to contractor, or from contractor to employee. Or maybe I need to change this, that, and the other. When sometimes that's not the answer, right? That's not the answer. Doing it, doing more of the same thing, doing something new, and just changing stuff is often not the answer, right? And often people are so quick to judge that a system or a model ain't working, but it's because they haven't put in the time and the effort to do it well. Like, you cannot judge that something's not working when you haven't drilled down on your method. And if you haven't gotten mastery over this specific skill, right? And I see that often, especially when practice owners change the model of their business. I'm not saying don't do it, but they often do it just because they haven't gone deeper into, okay, what's really going on here? What is the skills that I need to master? How do I need to become a master of the method of running this specific model, for example, or the method of getting my message out there in this specific way? And unless you've done that, jumping to the next thing ain't going to get you the results you want. People are so eager to get quick fixes, right? I guess it's the reality of the times we're living in. And people are so eager to say, this is not working, or I'm failing here, so let's try something else, when they haven't invested that time to really master the method of this specific skill. And again, I'm not saying don't change. You have to change things if it's not working. You need to do things differently, right? You need to have creativity and come up with new ideas. However, you only do that once you've answered the question of, have I really mastered this method? Because if I haven't, I can't say it doesn't work, right? It's like when your anxiety clients come to you and they've been to see a psychologist before and they've gone, please just don't teach me that deep breathing shit up. Tried it, doesn't work. When you know it works. When you know it works, right? Now, if you are a good clinician, you're not gonna go, okay, that's fine, I'll give you something else. Well, that's not what I do. I go, okay, so it doesn't work. Show me how you've done it previously. Show me how to do the deep breathing. And then they can't, because they don't know the method, because they never tried it properly, right? They've not gone into proper mastery. And very often that's the failure of the previous clinician that didn't do the proper psyche education as to why people need it, right? Haven't given the context, haven't sat in session and done the breath work with them. They just give them a handout, tell them it's going to work. This is why, maybe in a short 1-minute conversation, and give it to them as homework. And hope the client's going to do it. It's not going to happen, right? You need to do it in session with the client. And it's the same in business. We often don't put in the time to get the mastery when there's stuff that we are already doing, a lot of time half-assing, that could make the world of difference to moving the needle of progress, of turnover, of income, of building team, of improving culture, of, giving you more freedom in your practice. But because you don't make the time to focus on your mastery of that method, and you get caught up in, oh my goodness, no, I'm going to try this other thing, you stay on that loop, you stay on that hamster wheel of chasing the next thing. It's such a total waste, and that's when people start to give up. So that's my quick message to you this morning as I get ready to cross over to the other estate. Hope that was helpful. Please let me know your thoughts, your comments on this. And by the way, I so look forward to seeing all of you next week at Elevate 2020 Connect. Next week, Wednesday, this time, I'm going to be busy doing the opening address. It's a 90-minute presentation on, how things have changed in our industry, and talking about future-proofing your practice. And there's no better time than now to really look at that type of stuff, looking at the lessons we've learned from COVID-19 and all of those things. So it's going to be amazing. So 3 days of Elevate 2020 next week. If you don't have your tickets, head on over to the website, which is elevate2020.com.au/virtual. Can't wait to see you then. Can't wait to see you elevate. And remember, as always, all you need to do is say yes to your very own ultimate level 5 private practice. Bye for now.